in their love by giving recognition of their decision to accept each other as husband and wife. This is a special time of celebration that they will long remember, because they are thankful that you are all here to share in their joy and their happiness and their tears. Who brings this woman to be with this man?
Her mother and I do.
Please be seated. At this time, Jodie and Daniel wish to thank all of you for joining them here as they express their love for each other and for you, their family and friends. Friends, we have been invited here to share with this couple during a most important time in their lives. In the time they have been together, their love for and understanding of each other has grown and matured. Now they have decided to live their lives together as husband and wife. Although this is their day, it is also a tribute to all of you, for knowing you and interacting with you has helped to make them who they needed to be to find each other, and they would like to thank you for that. To the parents of Jodie and Daniel, congratulations on the large part that you have played in raising them. They are forever grateful for your unconditional love and support. On their behalf, and on the behalf of all those that are here, we thank you. With this in mind, we ask for you, Jill, John, and Mike, to accept and love Daniel as your own son, and for you, Jill and Rick, to accept and love Jodie as your own daughter. We ask that you love any children from this union as you would your own. May the miracle of this marriage extend throughout all of your families, and they wish to honor each of you as you have been a part of helping to create who they have become as individuals and who they will grow to be as a family. We also wish to take this time to remember those that were not able to be with us today. Daniel's grandparents, Marvin and Helen, Jodie's grandparents, Helen and Ray, Archie and Isabel with this verse. Although distance has separated us physically, faith and love have bound us eternally. Though we cannot see you, we know that you are here. Though we cannot touch you, we feel the warmth of your smile as we begin a new chapter in our lives. Today we pause to reflect upon those who have shaped our character, molded our spirits, and touched our hearts. May this acknowledgement be a reminder of the memories we have shared, a representation of the everlasting impact that you have made upon our lives. Now, true marriage is more than the joining of bonds of marriage of two persons. In its right relation, it is the uniting of two souls already attuned to each other. When such a true bond already exists between a man and a woman, it is fitting that an outer acknowledgement be made. This acknowledgement is the reason of this gathering here today and the ceremony that all of you are about to witness. We are here to celebrate the entry into the relationship of husband and wife of these beloved friends who are already one in spirit. Daniel and Jodie, it is this day that you take a giant step of courage, of commitment, to communicate, to love, to understand, and to grow. When a commitment this strong is made by two people, the force of that commitment, of that love, of that courage, reaches out and touches all of us around, so that our lives are changed and we share a part in your love. Like a stone dropped in a still pond, the ripples of the love from the celebration extend and changes the world that you live in. May all that you are always be in love. May all that is love always be in you. May your love be as beautiful on each day that you share as it is on this day of celebration. Happiness in marriage is not something that just happens. Marriage is not only a commitment between lovers, it is also an agreement between two friends. A good marriage must be created. The little things are the important things. Never being too old to hold hands. It is saying, I love you at least once a day. It is never going to sleep angry. It is at no time taking the other for granted. The courtship should not end with the honeymoon. It should continue through all of your years together. It is standing together, facing the world. It is forming a circle of love that gathers the whole family. It is doing things for each other, not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in the spirit of joy. Real love is something beyond the warmth and glow, the excitement and romance of being deeply in love. It is caring as much about the welfare and happiness of your marriage partner as about your own. Real love is not total absorption into each other. It is looking outward in the same direction together. A simple passage from Union by Robert Fulghum. You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you have been making promises and agreements in an informal way. All of those conversations that were held riding in a car, or over a meal, or during a long walk. All those sentences that began with, when we're married, and continued with, I will, you will, and we will. Those late night talks that included someday, somehow, and maybe. And all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart. All these common things and more are the real process of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you are about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all those things that we promised and hoped and dreamed? Well, I meant all of it, every word. Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you have been many things to one another. Acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, dancing partner, and even a teacher. For you have learned much from one another in these last few years. Now you shall say a few words that take you across the threshold of life, and things will never be quite the same between you. For after these vows, you shall say to the world that this is my husband and this is my wife. Nothing is easier than saying words, and nothing is harder than living them day after day. What you promised today must be renewed and decided again tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow after that. Daniel, do you take Jodie to be your lawfully wedded wife? Do you promise to love, honor, and protect her, share the fun times and achievements as well as the hard times and disappointments? Do you promise to be honest with her and agree to stand by her side in sickness and in health, and to grow forever young with her?
I do.
And Jodie, do you take Daniel to be your lawful wedded husband? Do you promise to love, honor, and protect him, share the fun times and achievements as well as the hard times and disappointments? Do you promise to be honest with him, agree to stand by his side in sickness and in health, and to grow forever young with him?
I do.
Love makes burdens lighter because you divide them. It makes joy more intense because you share it. It makes you stronger so you can be involved with life in ways you dare not risk alone. You will find as you look back upon your life that the moments when you have truly lived are the moments when you have done things in the spirit of love. When we love, we see things that other people do not see. We see beneath the surface, to the qualities which make our beloved special and unique. To see with loving eyes is to know inner beauty, and to be loved is to be seen, and to be known as we are known to no other. One who loves us gives us a unique gift, a piece of ourselves, but a piece that they can only give us. This service is not magic. It will not create a relationship that does not already exist. It is time for tying a knot in the rope of days and saying, we will not slip backwards from here, but we will go forward together. It is a time for one thing which they are certain, their love for one another and their desire for that love to last forever. Love one another and you will be happy. It is as simple and as difficult as that. May I please have the rings? The wedding ring is the outward and visible sign of an inward and spiritual bond which unites two loyal hearts in endless love. By its shape, it is a symbol of the undying love that exists between you. It is made of the purest metal to speak of the purity of the marriage, and made in a circle to note the never-ending commitment you are about to enter. Daniel, please place your ring on Jodie's finger and repeat after me. With this ring,
With this ring,
I bestow to you
I bestow to you
all that I am,
all that I am,
all that we are,
all that we are,
and all that we will become.
and all that we will become.
With this ring, I do wed.
With this ring, I do wed.
Now, Jodie, please place your ring on Daniel's finger and repeat after me. With this ring,
I bestow to you
I bestow to you
all that I am,
all that I am,
all that we are,
and all that we will become.
and all that we will become.
With this ring, I do wed.
With this ring,
To love is to remember and keep alive forever all of those unique qualities that drew you to one another in the beginning. Those first halting phrases, the thrill of discovery, the wonderful feeling of oneness when your eyes met. To love is to constantly search for new ways to bring each other happiness, to make the most of every moment you share together, and marvel at how your feelings for one another keep rising to new dimensions. To love is to create an oasis of tranquility for one another, a quiet place, apart from others, where you need not pretend, where you can be yourselves, and to know within your hearts you will be accepted by one another. To love is to greet each day with anticipation, always eager for another opportunity to share new adventures, to gather up new memories together. To love is to follow the rainbow through the rain, to be able to laugh at yourselves and be willing to say, I was wrong, I'm sorry. To forgive, and more importantly, to forget. To always believe and trust in one another. To love is to watch with wonder all of the miracles of creation, to find beauty in all of the simple things in life, to find within ourselves a deeper appreciation, a new awareness of how wonderful it is to be alive, to be happy, to be together. And to love is to come together from the pathways of our past and to move forward, hand in hand, along the uncharted roads of our future, ready to risk, to dream, to dare, and always believe in all things that they are possible with faith and with love. So Daniel and Jodie, having heard your wish to be married by the authority vested in me by the state of Oregon, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Would you all please stand and join me? I would like you to help me welcome for the first time Mr. and Mrs. Daniel and Jodie Vineyard.
I got rid of one. I got rid of one. Is that mean? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm in front of the camera.